Okay. Short stream tonight. Just gonna deal with the first few fights of Cycling Road, hopefully. There are some risks, some ridiculous fictions we're gonna have to deal with. Oh wait, don't know about Staraptor. Let's see here. Right. Okay, let me get this set up. Tick. Right. We're using almost the same team as the last fight, apparently. Okay, items. So I'm gonna get some muscle band. Ursula. Persim. Norad with Persim. The opponent with Orin. Hubris with the Citrus. And Pinecone. Nothing because of the... we want to use acrobatics. Alright, last time we dealt with the Psychic. This time the first fight of Cycling Road. Oh, I don't think that's very useful, but we got it. There is one trainer later where it might actually do something. Raven-colored hair. Okay, triathlons are cool. I don't see why that means we gotta fight to the death. It's the end of a Mienshao. Absolutely destroyed. This should be Dugtrio. This has Arena Trap and Life Orb. And it's always clicking exactly Stone Edge because it has fast kill. But we're a flying type, so we can just switch straight into something very safe. Missed anyways. Alright, we absolutely massively overkill this with Seed Bomb. Yeah, try Earthquake. So then this should be Ninjask for out-damaging with U-turn and outspeeding. I'm gonna switch to Staraptor to take a U-turn. and set up the line against the last enemy. We want to have less than 110 HP after this U-turn. Perfect. This is guaranteed Thunderbolt slow kill. I don't think you can click Screech over that. Not gonna surprise what's coming. This is Stomping Tantrum. Fast kill. There's a choice band that it only knows U-turn. But it's also the last mod, so it can't actually switch out now. Then this Flame Body. And Acrobatics, massive overkill. Are you sure you like me? Maybe you shouldn't have attacked me viciously. Well... some weird pink pixels at the edge of this table. Alright, so much for that fight. The next one is a lot more risky. It's yet again some flinch mon where I just don't have a way to play around it that's 100% safe. But I have something fairly good cooked up, I think. Right. Some interesting trainers on this cycling road, I must say. Eridan's gonna play a part for the first time in a little while. It's kind of lacking that dragon scale. So in this fight there's going to be a lot of complicated pre-damage that is about, like, I can switch in on one of two different moves, and if it's the less damaging move I'm, like, super fine even after a crit. But if it's the more damaging move, then I'm dead to crit unless I trigger a Citrus Berry, so I pre-damage a little bit to make sure I trigger the Citrus Berry. That kind of nonsense. That's going to be the case for... And the two mons where that's going to be done are only backup plans. That's going to be the case for Ursula and Nemona here. Sonic is going to have Citrus straight up. He's plan A. And Eridan's going to get a Citrus because he's not intended to take a single hit in this fight. So if he does, something's already gone horribly wrong. Soft Sand for Crocodile to guarantee some kill or another. Yeah, kill the lead. And a Hard Stone on Dreadnought to guarantee kill after CC drop or some other nonsense like that. Okay, wait, does my line make any sense? Yeah, whatever. Citrus Berry would not make difference for what he's gonna have to do anyways. Alright, and now we're gonna have to do 3 pre-poisons. Pre-poison for Aridin. Poison for Ursula. These are all very slight as well, I mean. And a pre-poison for Nimona. Let's use up these old antidotes. Those 3 HP are exactly all we need. Right, Ursula needs to go to 80. So we do another 9. And Nimona needs to go to 101. And do another 3 of poison. Do I care if I poison them? Either doesn't matter. And I also don't mind it if I somehow did do it. The next fight is Triathlete Anthony, who has a lead that's not so troublesome for the boxes I've had anyway, and some killer mons in the back. Especially this Sharpedo. Every time I face it, I have so much trouble dealing with it in a safe manner. And today is unfortunately no exception. Well, let's go to our fate. Yo, you! Can you keep up with my speed? We'll find out. Alright. First. Luxray. Gotta get his Intimidate on from Aridin. We are dead to every roll of exactly Zing Zap. Aridin is here just to set up Crocodile. And by doing the lead like this, we dodge their Intimidate on Crook. Now Hubris can smack him with a Stomping Tantrum. We outspeed and kill. Sharpedo sees kill with exactly all rolls in Hydro Pump. And among the decently walls Hydro Pump bullshit is Sonic the Wall Raid. Let's see Hydro Pump miss. Damn. Alright, now, our plan isn't very good here. But we have nothing that outspeeds this +1 Sharpedo. It's gonna get obviously faster every tick. Controlling it with Icy Wind does nothing. Our plan is to dodge Dark Pulse Flinch. It can also click Psychic Fangs with some overlapping roll. And kill him with Waterfall, which does more damage. We have a Citrus Berry to help out with that as well. And just in case that doesn't work by any chance, I do have some kind of a backup plan. We're gonna need to do at least some damage here. We're dead to a few rolls of crit. I think we have to take that risk in this very instance. Okay, I have to risk Nemona, or I have to risk Ursula, or I have to sack this right now. You have to dodge crit. I know what the right choice is. We have to risk Nemona. We have better alternatives if we lose the electric type than if we lose the psychic fairy. We're pre-damaged to trigger Citrus on this Dark Pulse. We're dead to top 3 rolls of Hydro Pump. Alternatively, I can do some incredibly risky pivots to Seadra to Hatterene and try again. The idea being, I always gonna live one roll of, okay, one crit Hydro Pump. Okay, this cannot be Dark Pulse. Okay, this is exactly Hydro Pump. I can dodge, I can live one crit of Hydro Pump. I can go to Ursula on like random move. I can try again. Well, let's just think here. So, if I roll, that doesn't play around Ice Beam Freeze, does it? Clutch up, Nemona. I can't look. She fucking lived. Alright, alright. I think we're good. This is random move, not agility. It can kill with any of its attacks. But we have lines for each of them. Nikan, you got this. This is Defiant. It has a Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry is kind of irrelevant here. Return. Best thing I could have clicked. Does hardly any damage. We always live close combat. We're going to live with 2 HP in worst case scenario. And we almost certainly kill with Rock Slide, but we outspeed this even if we don't. You can also click Agility here, but then it doesn't do any damage to us this turn. I think I played to my outs correctly. Crash and burn. I mean, say speed won't let you win, but except for Sharpedo, I outsped your guys, so maybe actually the lesson was you didn't have enough speed. Well. Amazing work, Nimona. Glad you're still with us. Alright, next one. Ursula lead from Sonic. From Jasad. No Red. Nikan and Pinecone. I should already know the result there. So the problem, what happened in that last fight, was yeah, overlapping rolls. Right. So I had a line that is pretty likely to be safe, but then if it goes bad, like, I could even wipe. Here I have a line that it's almost impossible for me to wipe, I believe, but we're much more likely to lose a Pokemon, and that Pokemon is unfortunately Jasad. Bug Flying, insane typing. She's been with us from almost the very beginning. And I would just really not like to see that. But it's her turn to take a difficult stand. Cherry Berries to play around Thunderbolt Paralysis and press him for Signal Beam Confusion. And, you know, Pinecone Acrobatics, so no held item. Ursula and Sonic have no held item because the lead Pokemon against us here has Knockoff. Right. This team only has 2 Pokemon, but they are kind of demons. scared I'll fall off Cycling Road. So instead of that, let's just have a battle right on it. Alright. Absol. Ursula. The Hatterene. Well, so this is a dark Pokemon. It's absolutely weak to Fairy. We're gonna knock this down to its Focus Sash with a Dazzling Gleam. It's probably gonna click Knock Off, overlapping rolls of Play Rough. Alright, now we're just gonna manipulate things a little bit. It's gonna click Knock Off for Play Rough again as we switch it into Sonic. Now it can see a kill with exactly close combat, which means I get to go safely into Masquerain, who is not scared of a little fighting move. He's also intimidated -1. Brilliant. Now we're gonna get a massive overkill with quick. Or no, not a massive overkill. We're gonna kill with quick attack because this thing is faster, but we can just do that. Now the other Pokemon, female Meowstic. This is competitive, so we don't want to intimidate it or anything like that. Well, Bug Buzz, let's not see Thunderbolt crit high roll. We are dead to top roll of Thunderbolt crit. Let's not see that. Let's not see low roll, she lives, and we get the 10% special defense drop, raising her special attack by 2. That actually is a wipe angle, but I didn't have a way around that easily. We're Cherry, so we're never full para. Oh, fuck! Well, that's a wipe angle and a half. Hey, I think everything is one-shot by this except Torterra, who's definitely two-shot. I think the only thing to do here is quick attack and hope she's low enough to die, which is almost certainly the case. Well, we almost lost the run there. Okay, no, we wouldn't have lost the run. We just lost Masquerain. Torterra would still live 1 hit, even at +2 special attack, and get the revenge. Oh, wait a minute. What was the stat that gets dropped here? Defense. Special defense. If it was also attack, it wouldn't have been so bad. Well, this is much better than like the fraudulent angle where like I didn't get paralyzed by Thunderbolt or confused by Signal Beam across like 3 different Mons, chipping her down slowly. That could have gone wrong in even more ways. Yeah, well, don't scare me like that, Alyssa. I was bonking at people on this road. Why did it have to be a trainer standing in that spot anyway? Next trainer is Triathlete Benjamin, but I really gotta think about that. Not having a Mon with Brick Break is very troublesome here. Maybe I need to replace Bulldoze with Brick Break on Crocodile. So... let's take those spare berries. Yeah, great job, team. Nice clutch. You really bailed yourself out there, Desaad. And I guess I'm gonna see, how that turns out in the calc. Come back tomorrow or Sunday. See if we can't get as far as Cycling Road Rival and lose to that. Because Demon Blaziken coming up. See ya.